Hello everyone, welcome to our episode of SRB TV. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the Season 1 finale of His Dark Materials, Season 1, Episode 8,
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
Betrayal, yeah.
So, on the previous episode, somehow Lyra survived falling out of the sky.
And survived pretty much, somehow almost gotten herself eaten by a bear, but was able to get Yorick back his kingdom.
Yeah, that was kind of a bit rushed with the whole getting him to be king again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, after all of that, after able to save them, after Serafina telling Lee that she was alive, they're all safe and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We follow Rogers, Lyra, and Yorick to Lyra's father's Azrael's place, lab, pretty much.
His lab, where he's been located at, and thinking that's going to be a happy reunion or something like that. It's not so much of a happy reunion because he wanted her to be safe in a way while he's doing all this, and this one he's trying to, try to get her out as fast as he can is when he turns and sees Roger.
Yeah.
And his attitude takes a 180 turn.
Yeah, so...
To where it's making you wonder what's going on with Roger.
And then on top of this, of course, the Magisterium are on their way, pretty much.
Yeah, they want to kill Azrael. They want him dead. So they're packing up and getting ready to go, and Miss Coulter, she wants to go along.
Yeah.
We don't know why specifically, but she wants to go along.
And on top of all this, in the real world, Will
in our world, let's put it that way. Not the real world, but just our world.
Our world, Will gets his mom away from the place as
also getting the letters that they were trying to get to them.
As Boreal pretty much confronts her in the house, pretty much. And then after that...
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Look,
okay.
No,
I'm not. It's not that. No, just continue.
So once he gets his mom over to his gym teacher's place, he goes back for the letters and inadvertently kills one of Boreal's guys and goes off running, pretty much.
Yeah, that's what he does. He kills him up and he gets his mom to safety while he gets the letters and things like that. But even when he's on his way back, he thinks that, okay, my mom's safe with my teacher.
Yeah.
She's safe. So let me question. And then next, last we see is just him running off. We don't know where he's going to. If he's read the letters yet, we do not know just yet. So that's what's going on. I thank you for you guys' reaction, especially with Roger, where everyone's like, "Oh yeah, Roger definitely has a bigger part in this story than people can think of," and that's where, like I said, his complete 180 attitude changed completely. Where he sees them and he's like, oh, "Let's feed them. Let's make them happy, make them warm." It's just like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So we don't know how much Roger's involved, or if Roger knows that he's involved.
Yeah.
We do not know how much he knows about what's going on, or has this been a setup since the beginning with Roger? We don't know.
Yeah.
Everything's been leading to this. Everything's been leading up to this point of what's happening. Everybody's kind of finally coming together with all this happening. Yorick and the rest of the bears are there with Azrael. They're there outside protecting it. We don't know what's going on with that. We still have Lee Scoresby, who's got more he has to work with. So we don't know if we see him again in this finale, because they say that he still has to protect her. He still has a part in this war that's about to go down.
Yeah.
So will Lyra and Will meet up by the end of this season finale? We don't know.
Yeah.
So we lead it up to this point. You ready for this?
Yep.
So let's do this for His Dark Materials, Season 1. I was about to say Season 3. Season 1, Episode 8, Betrayal. So let's drive right on into this.
That's a nice little swerve.
Yeah.
One in which I'm afraid includes a great betrayal.
That's right.
There's the betrayal.
There's
right.
right.
There's going to be a great betrayal. That's in the prophecy. There's going to be a betrayal. They are going after one guy, right?
Man, I think this.
Channel the authority in this time of need.
What the?
I'm trying to wonder how vital fucking Roger is now.
I know,
Think
because
about it.
they're like, the way he, like I said, that was a huge score, especially his reaction.
Yeah.
What is all this stuff?
Yeah, Dad, you got some talking yet to do.
Yeah,
you know?
she didn't drop that fact yet.
It's like, yeah, I met Mom.
She was a hoot.
Tell you. If you tell me why you lied to me about being my father.
Damn.
Yeah,
That
there you go. Straight to the point.
I would have been so proud.
Sit down.
Do you know who your mother is?
Do you know who your mother is?
Almost as bad as your choice in bears.
It's just as bad as your choice in bears.
I don't think we should continue this conversation.
It's Silvertongue now.
You don't want my name.
Silvertongue feels like my name. It was given to me by someone who actually loves me, which is better than I could.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn.
Or to bring it to you, and you refuse it.
Fuck
Call
off.
yourself a father.
Oh. Damn.
I think that's right at the point.
It's Will.
It will lead them to the knife.
Yeah, that's the name of the second book, The Subtle Knife.
Subtle Knife.
They just hinted at the second season.
Or at least, yeah, the sixth, yeah.
Yeah, second book, yeah.
I'm asking you to protect my daughter.
Will you say goodbye to her?
No, I have work.
Yeah. Yeah, that's helped you out
It's the
before.
very least you could do.
She traveled all the way to North. Pretty much.
My first name William, 15-year-old male, around 5'7", likely on foot. Reported missing person. Any sightings, please come to me direct. Over.
Fuck, he's a cop. Of course he's a fucking cop.
You once asked me what dust was.
Ooh. Do we get finally an explanation?
Truth is, I don't know.
And that's a no.
Why is the Magisterium so afraid of it?
Assume their true form, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and
That's where the term demon comes in at.
Oh.
They actually, that's pretty cool. It's interesting how they add that into actual, the story here.
In the sky, then we can build a bridge and we can cross.
Across multiple worlds.
Why not? Let's go to the source. Let's ask what dust is. Maybe we'll find
Yeah,
out.
that's what he's looking for.
Now he wants to answer where
What
dust.
dust is and where it originated from.
I don't know.
I don't get, like, all those motherfuckers.
How many people do they need just to kill this one dude?
They're gone. All of them are actually gone.
All of them are gone.
Yeah,
At the top of the mountain.
that's right. That's probably where the bridge is.
Oh!
Okay, he's still there.
What are you doing? What's the surprise for Lyra?
Damn!
Fucking a legion of fucking polar bears.
You know, the polar bears have freaking cannons.
You know what? Fine.
I think you're right.
There you go. Holy shit.
Because he knows, like, the rest of my army will try to hold them off. You know, keep them distracted.
Yeah. He explains somebody up there will unlock. He believes somebody up there will unlock the bridge.
They're just beyond the peak. Azra, Roger, and Sarcilia in a cage. They look like the ones at Bonfango.
That's
Oh,
where you
shit.
get. Now you got her going.
It's like, wait, what?
Now you got her going. It's like shit.
It's still a literal giant.
I know, it still doesn't get me. It's like, it's literally an actual guillotine that's like they're dropping down.
Why didn't she literally walk right by the generator?
Oh no.
No. Wow, that door kind of looks.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I'm watching the other arm.
Did you go through? It's California.
Yeah.
There is no stopping it now. My war was never just for the Magisterium.
I'm waiting for somebody to shoot somebody.
I'm waiting for a gunfire. I'm waiting for that gunshot. Because she still has the gun in the back there.
Just jump in.
Just shove her in with you.
Wow. Wow. Is it weird seeing Mr. Coulter as being like the better parent in this situation?
The better person out of this.
Like staying for your kid. Like both of them are at fault. One did what he just did to the extreme, and he sacrificed her best friend for this.
He doesn't.
See?
Yep, there we go.
I was right.
So that means most likely I think he did read the letters.
About where to go. Wait, what if the cat's his demon and he doesn't realize it?
Maybe. Here we go.
I know, fine.
What the hell are you doing? Who are you?
So that was the season finale of his Dark Materials.
Oh yes.
And we know who the ultimate betrayal was.
Yeah.
Professor Xavier.
It was Xavier.
God damn it.
Goddamn Xavier, man. He had to grow his hair back out, and become this guy, this father figure. But it's like what you said, though. It's very interesting how the tides turn with Mrs. Coulter and Azrael.
Yeah.
Where it's like she's there. She's now being that motherly figure. She wants to be that motherly figure for Lyra, while he's just more focused on his journey.
Yeah, her parents aren't great.
No, it's like but they're both not so well. Like I said, Azrael's just. I don't think he ever realized that that he's a father, and I think he's in denial with it the whole way through. He's just trying to keep his focus on his mission almost. That which is like, I need to find this out, and it's not the Magisterium, but he doesn't realize, it's like I have my daughter, but I'm like. He's just like, forget her. I'm more focused on this. Yeah. He's putting all his 100% focus on this, on the dust. But his study of the dust.
Yeah.
That's it. Because now that we know Lyra is like, we need to, what if it's the opposite? Mm-hmm. What if the dust is good, but we need to protect it?
Yeah.
And like they said, the dust is what kept the lithiometer going.
Yeah.
That's what it powered that's how it was powered. This finale was good. It was really good. It was just all leading up to this moment to like even the parents seeing each other. You see how they are. I thought one of them were going to kill one another, but it just seems like Lyra's mother was just like, you have your mission. You do what you have to do. I'm going to be here for our daughter.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? She's gone through the gate.
Yeah.
So it's like so now she's on her trail of her father. If you think about it.
Yeah. So that's where we pretty much leave off.
I mean I feel sorry for Roger. It sucks because I see what people say that Roger's is a big key in this in this story, and you see how it is. You see he's a key to finally getting to the other world. Will this gate still remain open? Does it? Just like the other one that Will's going through?
I mean, that stayed open. That has stayed open for a while.
All it looks like it has stayed open this whole time. So the question is well, not really the question, but that means our answer is that this gate is going to probably remain open.
Yeah.
It's like he finds the weakest part in the world, which is here, where you're able to see the city.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like you open it up and it stays open. You know, and that's the question they leave us is that is she going to our world or to another world? That's the question. You know, because you see the city in the sky, but you don't know which city that is. Is it somewhere in our world or is it somewhere?
According to Azrael, it's like the city where dust originates. He believes where dust originates.
He believes where dust originates from. Excuse me. But that's what's going on there, and like I said, it's just like there's so much. Like it looks like there's so much stuff that's gonna probably happen. Because even like they said, there's still a war brewing.
Yeah.
But the question is, war with who? With the other worlds? Is that what we're gonna be dealing with?
Yeah, the war on dust, which is a weird thing to say.
Yeah, war on dust. That's the question that leads into for this finale. But like you said, the finale was good. I really, like I said, they did a good job. It had some really great, strong moments. You know, for everybody. Everybody had their pinnacle moment in this episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the season finale, like I said, I enjoyed it.
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Really. You know, I expected what I expected, and it does leave hints about what's to come next.
Yeah, it sounds like they did.
Especially with
the next season,
with Will's story, since he's now entering Lyra's world, and Lyra's entering a whole different world.
Yeah, because we don't know which world Lyra's entering.
And I said I am curious to know if Lyra and Will actually ever meet in the books.
If they do, I think they will.
Because the prophecy states about both of them. Like we already know now the betrayal was Azrael pretty much to betray his own daughter. That was the betrayal, and that's why even the master down in Oxford, even he knew that there was supposed to be a betrayal, but something that's gonna break Lyra. But so far it hasn't. It has made her even stronger now.
It's built her. It's made her stronger. That's what this is. But
and you know what's funny is that the only real when we get into character development, the only two real pieces of character development overall are Lyra and Mrs. Coultier, which is hilarious considering the fact Mrs. Coultier is fucking nuts.
Yeah, I mean, if we're diving into that next, it's just...
Yeah, it's honestly two, Lyra and Mrs. Coultier.
Yeah, I mean, it's them two, and a little, to be honest, it's a little bit of Will, because it's like we're slowly learning about his character.
Yeah.
Not too much, but just a little bit.
Yeah, they've given us enough to be invested in what Will's next chapter is.
His next chapter, and I have a funny feeling that's how it's going to go through it, and like you said, I mean, Lyra, she went from this innocent girl who's like, I'm all about adventure this, adventure that, and I love her development throughout this season. Her development just went from, just this person who wants to go on an adventure to somebody that's like, I'm going to take the man. It's like like we said before, we liked is that you saw bits of her mother, but also bits of her father in her. But she used them in the right purpose.
Yeah, it's amazing how obvious it is that she is their daughter.
how much she relates to them, but the only difference is that she's trying to use it for good.
Yeah.
What she believes is to be good. To try to get to where she needs to get to and everything. Mm-hmm. And even with
and props to Daphne Keane, pretty much the actress who plays Lyra, because she does
a phenomenal job.
She does an amazing job, and this is the same girl who was in Logan too, and she did great there too. And she had little to no dialogue in that.
And
film.
she still sold it. Even here, she did the same thing. Well, in a way where, like I said, she just sold her dominance. Where it's like you don't want to mess with it. A perfect example was with when they're talking to Lee Scoresby. And he's like, I'm not talking to this little girl. I'm talking to the grown-up here. And that's where it's just like, even he's like, you wouldn't want to be talking to her. She's the one in charge.
Yeah. And
showing that it's like, she's the one who's taking dominance and she's the one who's taking her leadership role seriously.
Yeah. And like I said, does a great job overall. Amazing performance from her.
And Mrs. Coulter, it's just her development. You just see how she goes from this, not evil, but more of manipulative type of person, knowing how to get under your skin to where it's like, over time you start to see more of the motherly side of her. Trying to be that good mother, trying to be there for her daughter.
She still has that screw loose.
She still has that screw loose, and even Lyra saw it. Even back at the station, she saw it, and that's where even she used her own, she used her manipulation that her mother uses on people against her and used her, manipulated her just to get what she needed to get out.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just, even here, just at the 180 that Miss Coulter has changed, you know, where it's just like, I want to be here for my daughter.
Yeah.
You're like, holy crap, you know, and you're expecting even Azrael with his character development, it's like, you think that by the end of it, he's gonna be excited to see his daughter, be excited to be like, oh my God, you're here, you know. I'll be pissed off, but it's like, oh, you know, I'm happy you're safe, stuff like that. No, he's just, his problem is that he's too focused.
Yeah.
He's focused on his goal, he's focused on where he wants to go, and how he wants to end up at for his mission.
Yeah.
You know, he's disappointed that she's here, and he's disappointed that it's like, you know, he doesn't want her. I understand he doesn't want her involved because he's like, he doesn't want her hurt. But at the same time, he's not accepting of her coming along or accepting of her, you know, like, this is what I want to do or this or that, you know? That's why I like how even he's like, I don't think this alethiometer, you were sent to give it to me at all. I think you were, in a way he was saying, you were meant to have it overall. To hold it and protect it. You know, he gave it to you. You know, so, but like I said, there's not too many characters to, you know, look at. Like I said, those are just mainly some of the slight ones, that's it. You know, there's only a few that you can really say had character development.
Like this season gave us a taste of others. Like Lee's story, obviously Lee's
and it
story,
sounds like Lee still has more to his story of what he's got to do, because even Seraphine, he's been told him going, there's more, he's like, you're not done yet. You know, you're still vital to this war.
Obviously, there's still Boreal. There's
and I have
Will's
a funny feeling
story.
his next objective is Will. I think that's his goal is they're gonna lead him towards Will, or Will's gonna run into him.
Yeah, that Angel's Tower or something like that.
Yeah, he's on his way to Angel's Tower for that knife. That's why even Boreal was like, what's, you know,
apparently,
legends are true.
This knife is like
It's like some type of, it's like a legendary story. And that's why he's like, if this legend is true, then most likely that's where they're headed. That's where he's possibly headed.
Yeah, I mean, what to look forward to, like, oh, no, wait, actually, Season 1 stuff overall, like...
Season 1, this overall season itself...
I think it was good. I think the biggest fault of it is it did feel a bit rushed in some areas.
Yeah, I've read some of our comments, and some people, not comments, but more, I've read what, critics have said, and they even say that it felt like they really wanted to speed up certain stories or certain things, and I would understand where the writers are coming from, where they're trying to fit it in to where it'll make sense in the show compared to the book. Now you guys could agree or disagree. You know, did they do a good job with the season overall? Do you think that they wrapped it the right way, or do you think they went a different route that maybe you didn't like or you're kind of iffy on? I mean, that's the one big question, because like I said, did it feel rushed to you? Maybe for us, I felt really rushed, because like you said, for the polar bear, the big fight, you know, you felt like he sped right on through that. It could have been a little bit, maybe an episode too longer, you know, for that they could have drawn that out. But again, you know, it's all on how the writers were taking it. I felt like the season was a bit rushed. Yeah.
Well, that's the only real downside.
That's the only downside.
Like,
the overall season was good.
Yeah, great performances, really good visual effects.
Phenomenal visuals.
Really good visual effects overall. And definitely, I would say it's definitely much better than what we got with the fucking movie.
Oh yeah, it really was much better. It gave us a better explanation than the movie was trying to kind of display. You know, this was better told. This was better, described than the movie. You know. Overall.
Yeah. What to look forward to season 2. Obviously it will be based off the second book, The Subtle Knife. Considering what we found out what Boreal said, so that feels like
it sounds like
it's a bit on the nose, but that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Is now we're gonna see Will's journey throughout Lyra's world, as well as seeing Lyra's journey
entering this world that we don't know which one she's entering exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know if it's our world, a different part of the world, or somewhere else.
How great is Lee's story to Lyra, or is Lee's story now connected to Will's?
Yeah, now is Will? Oh, not Will. Is Lee more like the protector of them in a way, where he's trying to guide them, like that guidance, to get them where they need to go? Because like I said, Seraphine had explained, going, there's more to your story than you know.
What are people's reactions going to be, knowing full well like Will doesn't have a demon?
Exactly.
I theorize the cat could be his demon, but I could be completely wrong.
That's the question, And even when he enters in our world, is he here long enough to eventually get his own demon if he's there at a certain amount of time?
Yeah.
Does he eventually develop?
Does he even actually find his father?
Because they keep showing the actor, and we already know who the actor is. So it's like, does he eventually find him?
Yeah, he has a very recognizable face.
So it feels like it really feels like we're gonna see him at some point.
Yeah. So
it's either the Magisterium is secretly hiding him, or he's actually secretly trying to hide, and he left his whereabouts within the letters.
Will Mrs. Coultier focus on the will side things, or
that's the next
or
part.
she realized where Lyra went and she follows after her?
That's the question.
Will the Magisterium follow suit? Considering that door doesn't look like it's going to be
closing at any time soon.
Because they'll probably be wanting to find the origin of dust and destroy it. Yeah.
There's so many questions that they could lead into for the next season and what they could open up to. It's just a long list. Will we see Yurik again? Show up. With the polar bears. That's the question. And like I said, it's just I think next season we're gonna get a lot. I could be wrong. You guys read the books, but no spoilers again. But for my prediction is that I think we're gonna get a little bit more Will in the next season compared to Lyra. Because now that he's in this world, I think we're gonna see his journey a little bit more than Lyra's. But we don't know how the books go. Again, no spoilers for us. But yeah, that's what we think possibly could happen next season. I really can't wait. This was a good season. Like I said, that was the only flaw, but this was a pretty much good season, solid season that they put together.
Yeah. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about HBO/BBC original series, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this, not only finale, but also let us know what you guys thought of this season. Do you think it was a good season? Do you think it was... do you think the only flaw that like we said was that it felt like they rushed too many moments? You think they could have held off on certain moments? Put down what you guys' thoughts are on it overall for this season. And again, for those who've not read the books at all, what are your guys' thoughts and predictions leading into season 2? Will they, what faces will return? Who will be following?
Yeah.
Will they eventually find Dust in the next season, or is it still the journey to find the origins of Dust? That is the question that everybody's wondering, I guess, at this point. But put down also what you thought of our reaction, not only to this finale, but to the season overall. And you've been following us this whole season. We thank you, and definitely keep an eye out when this next season gets released. For a second season, we'll definitely be on top of that. Like there's no tomorrow.
It's already been picked up for a second
season.
Despite it's not doing so great in the ratings and stuff. But you can't really blame them. You gotta blame on the HBO side of things, you gotta blame for the fact that the biggest show right now for HBO is Watchmen, which just ended its first season, and
even that show's up in the air right now because they don't know where it's going because of the showrunner and things like that. But
yeah, so
hopefully it picks up maybe in the second season. Maybe it doesn't have too much bigger competition the following season. Yeah. So hopefully that it does well. Again, this is most importantly, I forgot to end that off. We thank you for watching us.
And of course, on the next episode, SRB TV dealing with anything in general. Of course, we'll eventually be back for his Dark Materials season 2, whenever that may be. Possibly next fall, most likely. But of course, stay tuned on his channel. We got
Runaways.
We got Runaways season 3 reactions. We got the remaining parts to Crisis on Infinite Earth,
which is coming next month.
And that's it at the moment. We'll have to wait and see where we go.
Yeah, we'll have to see where we go. Again, as always, if you make it up to this point, if you have any recommendations for shows or anything like that we have not reacted to, again, we'll just let us know in the comments down below. If we get enough comments about maybe certain shows, enough of it, maybe we'll decide to go into it. But for now, it's that's all we have left. This month has been a crazy month, especially for me, editing wise, for all these shows and stuff like that just been slamming us like there's no tomorrow. But hopefully, this coming new year, we can start off a little bit slower, but still strong.
Yeah, so until next time, I'm Christopher.
I'm Christopher.
And this, of course, has been a very finale-filled episode of SRB TV.
See ya!
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
As well as our other shows.
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust.
at Super React Bros.